YouTube, and welcome to Savvy Town, where we talk all about township tips. I'm Mayor Savvy, and today I'm going to share 5 ways you can be a great and valuable co-op member. Let's get started. I've been playing Township for almost 4 years, and I've seen co-op members come and go. Can you check off all 5 boxes? Let's get right to it. Tip number 1, be helpful. Now, I know some of you may think this is a given, but not all co-op members follow this tip. One thing I know for sure, helping your co-op members will make them more likely to help you out when you post a request. If all you do is post help requests and never help others, you are not going to make a good impression. When you see a request in the chat and you are able to help, don't hesitate. Good helpers are welcomed with open arms to most co-ops. And that leads me to tip number 2. Say thank you. Whenever I come into my game and I see that someone has helped me in the chat, one of the first things that I'll do is go and give them one of the gifts that I have, since I have 5 gifts every day. And then I will go into the chat and type thank you, whoever it is that gave me something. And if I have a lot of time, I might say thank you for the sugar or whatever it was. And if you're in a hurry, you can type TY for thank you. And then if you missed who it was, just put a generic thank you, like thanks for the strawberries. It doesn't take a lot of time to say thank you when someone helps. Tip number 3, be respectful. Whenever it's time for the regatta, respect is one thing that I always remind my team of. Show respect for your teammates. And that is especially true when it comes to reserved tasks. You can see here that there is a reserved task by one of my teammates. And you know that there is a reserved task because you will see the yellow exclamation on it. Mine is green, but when I see that my co-op member has reserved a task and I attempt to take it, it says that by reserving this task, you will cancel the reservation of your teammate. So when I hear that sometimes people say, oops, I accidentally took your task, you really can't accidentally take a task. So don't be a team member who takes someone's task. Also, I know the game allows you to reserve a task for 12 hours, but I would suggest that you only reserve a task when you're close to being able to start it. As you can see here, I'm approaching 5 hours of reserve time on this task. This is definitely long enough. It's time to get started. Tip number 4, opt out. So first, let's talk about what opting out is. If you look at your co-op's list and you look at your name or any of your co-op members' names, you will see the ship's wheel or the boat's wheel beside your name, and that means that you're participating in the regatta. If I decide I don't want to participate, I go to settings and I click on additional settings. And here you will see that I can tick the take part in co-op competitions so that I am no longer participating. And so when I go back to the list, now where you see Savvy Town, there is no ship's wheel. Again, if I want to participate in the co-op, I would go to additional settings, tick take part in the co-op competitions, and now when I go back to the list, you will see that there is a ship's wheel. It's important to opt out of the regatta if you are not going to participate, and here's why. If there are 15 players in your co-op, the game automatically matches you with a team that is compatible with your team. So if there are 15 members and only 8 of you are playing, you are competing against a team that potentially has 15 members, which is really not equally balanced. And so if you're not going to participate, it will help your team to opt out so that Everything is balanced fairly. So when your team is participating in the regatta, they're participating against a team who is equally matched. Tip number 5, be active. Don't be MIA. If you don't know what MIA means, it means missing in action. Show up, participate. I know I personally love when we get new co-op members who are ready to go and super helpful and just always involved and participating. Remember, you always have to think about the co-op fit that is right for you. So if a co-op is just doing the most and you just want to relax and not have to worry about rules, then find a co-op that's going to fit your style. You don't want to be in a place where you're uncomfortable. If you can check off these 5 tips that I've just shared, then you are probably already considered an asset to your co-op. If you received value from this video, there is more to come. I'd love for you to become one of my savvy crew. Tell me you've subscribed in the comments, and I'll be sure to respond.